Hello, hello. Hey, cracking couple, how are you? Alright. Two more cases of Uprising. And then I am going to bed, and then I'm going to New Zealand tomorrow, and I won't be posting videos for a while. Wish me luck. We did very well last night, so let's see if we can beat it. I like the view too. This is actually the background of Thunder. We just closed the blinds for the lighting. Ooh. Did I? Yep, I'll be back. I need my bin. Alright. Hey, Sam. We just need one more Fable just to... These are my last two cases for a while. You know, I would, but it's littering and, you know, I might hit someone in the head. That's why I won't. It's not because of the value of the pack or anything, you know? I'm pretty high up. If someone actually got hit by a flying pack, I would hazard a guess they'd get injured. Alright, what are we hoping for? We sort of hit the grail yesterday, so I don't know what to hope for. Cold foil legendary would be nice. Cold foil Marvel Dragon, majestic Marvel Dragon would be nice. Lots in this set. Lots. Let's aim for an Icelander. It's been a minute since I hit an Icelander, so let's go with that. I'm gonna try and go quick. Ooh, hypothermia foil. It's like the first Majestic is a... I think yesterday's first Majestic was a foil as well. Hey, Gueso. Hey, Zoz. Thor, nice hit. You guys catch the last video? Draconic Chest. Furnace is what you want. I've got spare furnaces if you need a rainbow foil one. It's what I think it's probably the best legendary after Crown, right? Crown of Providence, not the other one. Not the wizard, not the ice one. Yeah, Furnace is a solid card. The mechanic is, what it does is better on Dromai, I feel, than 5, but the block for 3 is just good anywhere. On anyone. Don't forget, Typanus, is that the name? Such a cool looking foil. The Draconic Adjudicator also uses it. This is very cool. Yeah, if I just use it for the block value. Although it can kind of fix a bad red hand, because you can make 3 resources from 2 reds using it. It's not efficient for them. But what it is, depending on what red they pull, is they can pitch into it. So they can pitch 1 red to play a 1-cost attack, and then pitch the 2nd red to swing the sword. And then they can, you know, depending on what they did that turn, they might be able to get a Phoenix Flame out of graveyard and have a decentish turn. I haven't seen it used much because most of their reds attack, but you know, if they're running a defense reaction or something like that, a red one, they can get out of jail free with. Exactly, Zos, you sneak extra ash. You actually can make 3 ash wings from Rake, the Ember's red, just with using 2 reds. You go from 0 to 3. Correct, you can do it on your opponent's turn. That's a really bright card. I don't think it's a cold foil, but... Phoenix Flame. Alright, we're halfway through the first box and it's... slow start. Okay, see? I just have to complain. That's what we're learning. Coronet Peak, Rainbow Foil. Box 1. Off to a decent start. Again, complaining seems to bring out the spice. I believe I'll be very negative from now on. Dromai's pretty solid because she, like Prism, can sort of do more than one thing at once. She can really turtle up and block and prevent damage, and she can, just to Igueso, she can turtle up. She has this like crazy burst damage, like, you know, she pulls out a Dracona Optimi and suddenly she's dealing 12 damage from nowhere. Alright, Marvel, Phoenix Flame. We hit one last night too. Marvel and a legendary in the one box. Why not? One sec. Alright, 4 packs left. Jonah, dude, that was, I don't know if you caught the clip, but that was hilarious. That was very fun. I'd given up on ever seeing one pulled from a pack, to be honest. Newson, I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'll be seeing Newson in about 24 hours. Very exciting. He's picking me up in his mum's car. You said I'm not a fiend. Am I coming to Nats? Yes, I am, Zoz. I am certainly coming to Nats. Although I haven't formally made it into Nats on XP because they haven't done that cutoff yet, but it looks likely that I'll make it. On a bike? Didn't know you could ride a bike, man. I'm impressed. I'm a firm believer in Skullcap still. I believe Crown of Providence is a little bit of a trap because sometimes you will block with it to fix a red, like a bad hand, but you won't be blocking with it at an opportune time. And other times you'll block with it because you'll prevent a Command and Conquer hitting because you remove your arsenal, but then... No, the removing the arsenal thing is great, but sometimes you block with it because you need to stop an on-hit like a snatch, and you don't get the other value. So Skullcap in that circumstance might have been better. I just like the Skullcap. I also have a gold foil Skullcap, so I'm not planning to replace that just yet. But I can see why you would switch to Crown of Providence. But yes, Skullcap also has AB3. Very, very strong if you're in a anti-wizard matchup and that thing kicks in. It's very strong against Dromai if you're low and they pull out one of their big boy dragons that do arcane. Namely We got a quelling robe, cold foil. Does it show up on the camera? Barely. Trying to figure out the angles. You can tell that's cold foil, right? Skullcap for budget? Are you kidding? I mean, yeah, maybe these days, but I feel like Crown. Anyway, it's budget, I guess, for a non-foil one, right? But you know, cold foil Skullcap is a lot more than a cold foil Crown of Providence. Speaking of budget, way more, and will probably always be way more. I think certain decks require or will lean towards. I think Dromai, I like the Skullcap, but funnily enough, I run Crown of Providence on it, so I think they're interchangeable. I can't imagine there's like a hard and fast rule as to which one's better. Yeah, Everfest one is budget, I guess, but it's non-foil. Like, eventually, remember, we'll have a white border, non-foil Crown of Providence. You know. Yeah, I like Skullcap on Dromai. I still run Crown of Providence on Dromai. It's the reason I like one benefit is. You get an extra card to pitch if you get rid of your arsenal. And on Dromai, that can be absolutely crazy with Crown of Furnace. Crown of Furnace with the Furnace chess piece. Having 5 cards in hand, having an extra card to pitch is very, very good. Yes, Crown of Providence is a blue sync. Pretty much. But even better than that, it removes, like, it makes Command and Conquer just not work. Crown's price is inflated? No, I don't think it's inflated. I think Crown is worth what it's worth. I think there's way more, look at that, a foil Thor. I think there's just way more Skullcaps in the world. And remember, there's never going to be an Uprising Unlimited, so maybe if the set stays around for a couple of years in print, maybe Crown will come down. But if anything, Uprising probably get out of print before that happens. Hey, Declan. You are Big Chungus, that's correct. Hey, Declan, I have a question for you. If you're actually in the chat. Deglan. Zoz's Skullcap is very, very often a block 3. You just have to time taking damage the right way for it to kick in. And again, on certain decks, you're expecting to be the lower health player often, you know. There's certain decks that just work that way. So, Declan came into a LGS to pick up some cards off me, and he had female company. Ooh, double Majestic pack, a double strike. And told to me, goes, Big Chungus. And the look on the girl's face was hilarious. I just want to know if that's what she calls you or not. That's the question. So pretty. Term of Firebrand. Hedgehog. It was fun. It was just a funny reaction because none of us had met her before, and that was the very first thing that was said to you. Yes. Hey, Devin, how you doing? She seemed great, by the way. Stoke the Flame. I wish you guys had stayed and played some games, if she's a gamer, you know. Full art Stoke the Flames is a good hit. Whoops. Alright, nothing else in this. So that was a fairly boring box. We didn't even hit a cold foil that box, see? We hit 2 foil Majestics, though. I'm alright, Devin. I've got to open some boxes, go to sleep, pack, and fly to New Zealand tomorrow. I got some big meetings and some big dinners and a lot of flesh and blood to play. Well, Declan, if she's going to come, let us know. We'll try and make sure there's at least another female, if not a couple, there as well. Darren's girlfriend Lexi plays sometimes. Saha's been up to Gosford a couple of times as well. Actually, she might have even been there the night you came in. But, I mean, if that helps. Some girls don't care, obviously. Have you moved up? Have you moved to Central Coast yet, or you've left Sam to be the only Spike in Wollongong? She has free reign now. Okay, you cancelled. Fair. Those things are hard to force. They happen at the right time, you know. Anybody in the chat actually going to be at the Battle Hardened in New Zealand? What else can we hit tonight? How many Ice Eternals have we seen in foil? I think that's the 3rd or 4th one. Shame we can't hit the cold foil heroes in the set, right? Where the Nats is going to be held, you don't already know, Zoz. It's. If you mean the venue, no, I don't know the exact venue, but I mean, I'm imagining it's somewhat close to the LGS that's running it. But I know what you know, man. This is nothing. And yes, well, to give you an example, like Worlds, the tickets have already gone up in price, and we still don't know exactly where Worlds are going to get held, except for the, you know. Sam, what do you mean by suggestions? Like, ooh, Dracona Optimi? It's hard to hit those, even in non-foil. No, I think just make it entertaining, but also, like, sharp gameplay. I mean, there's a lot of critics online. You don't have to cater to them, but any type of content with gameplay. All right, Legendary 2 for the case. Any content that, like, is educational, like you can pick up playing tips or how to accurately play or play well, I think is really good. But just be yourselves, have fun. That's what people really want to see. Is this for your own channel or on Yazi's channel? Yeah, Zoz. No, I mean, yeah. I don't think there's that many venues to pick from, but you know, they can't, you know, they can give us dates or rough dates, but till the tournament organizer actually signs a contract. Sam, what did you think of my Dromai list? Oh, Anthony, it's so good. You have no idea how strong that deck is. Like, memes aside, it can probably be tweaked into something that will take down a skirmish. To me is is a Timmy. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know how Bolton works, but he played Bolton for yonks. And yeah, he didn't know. It wouldn't have changed the outcome of the game, but I should also know that, right? Yeah, Sam, or at least have a look. I don't know if they posted the list yet. I don't know if the actual deck list is up. But it's a Pummel Dromai list. It has Veiled Intentions. I Tumultied his Courage of Bladehold just before he went off on a Lumina combo. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. So much fun. And I Command and Conquer pummeled him, so he had to crown his arsenal away. It's really good, Sam. Like, you have no idea. I partially created it and got some help from Philip Mackay, I'm sorry. Apollo, it's on the Flesh and Blood official YouTube channel. So you can go to FabTCG and look at articles, or if you subscribe to their channel. Zoz, Tomultai is stronger than Dominio. In Blitz, like let's use Fi as an example. I think Fi mask, like any equipment that blocks, you're dealing an extra X amount of damage for the game if you melt it, right? Yeah, Tomultai is the best one. But the other thing is, there's a lot of decks, especially in Blitz. Look at this. I think this is a Chromai Marvel. Yeah, I could tell. That's sexy. What was I saying? So you deal the extra damage when you melt equipment, right? So let's say the equipment blocks for 2. You've theoretically dealt 2 more damage for the game. Unblockable damage, mind you. It's not arcane, it's unblockable. Second, the equipment for a lot of classes represents like 6 to 8 damage in a Blitz game. Yeah, think of like Stubby Hammerers in CC on Fi, how much damage that's representing in a turn. Think about how much damage a Tunic represents in a turn. You just melt their Tunic. Get rid of Scab Skin Leathers on a Brute and watch how quickly they can lose the game because they have no way to gain action points. Think of Spellbound Creepers. Like, you can stop a lot of stuff with Tumultai. There is no deck in the game that is okay with you melting their equipment out of the game. There is none. All of the decks want their equipment. They serve a purpose. And Tumultai you can get in turn 1. Correct. If you melt Mask of Momentum, you're taking away like 20, 30, 40 damage worth of cards potentially over the course of a grindy game. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Kano with Storm Striders is hilarious. Mind you, Kano can... Cold Fall burn them all. That's a nice hit. Kano can pretty much just use the boots instead of let you melt them, right? But you're forcing them to use the boots. And they usually use the boots to kill you. If they use the boots to deal 5 damage to you, you're so far ahead in the Kano. Or Icelander matchup for that matter. Guys, it's best dragon in the game for sure. I think Chromai is the best dragon in the game. Not because it was my spoiler card, just... in Fab, gaining action points for free like that is just very strong. If you ever get to like 2 or 3 Chromais in one game, absolutely crazy. You can pretty much just... you can play for free. You can block with your entire hand every turn, and then attack with all of your dragons, all 3 of the Chromais, and then 3 more dragons after that. Is that how it works? No. You attack with all 3 Chromais, but if you don't have a red to play, you can, like, you do a lot. No, I wouldn't say Kylori. So Kylori is, like, strong, but in the mirror, she's not that strong because it needs to hit a hero, not another dragon, to draw. Also, it's only 4, right? Like, yes, it's a must pick. You pretty much put it in every deck, but I would rate Tumultai Dominia as top 1 and 2, and Chromai probably third. That's how it'd look. Ooh. We have two Marvels and a Cold Fall Burn Them All in this box, by the way. Look at that. So pretty. It never gets old pulling these Marvels. Like, Kylori is pressure, but, you know, 4 is not super hard to block. Most decks can throw some armor at it and just kill it next turn. You have to have it. It is pressure. It's very good for the aggro setup, but I only run 1 in my Blitz deck. I'd much rather see a Centipie, like 2 for 8. Much rather see that than a Kyloria in Blitz. What are you going to do with 8 damage coming at you if you don't have a popper? Nothing. You're going to block with your whole hand, or you're going to take damage. Kyloria is... I don't know. She's good. No, she's definitely one of the better ones, but... Necri is better than Kyloria, in my opinion. You're guaranteed to get value from a block, plus guaranteed Ash. Kyloria is very good and limited because it's very hard to block. And people have to, like, sometimes they'll have to use their Quell. Look at how pretty that is. This has been a very, very good case so far. 2 Legendary, 3 Marvel, and a Cold Fall Majestic. We've only got 1 common Cold Fall in the case, and this is the last box. That's nuts. Very nuts. I made a stupid list. Sam, if you're still in here. Yeah, no, Sue, the minute you see, like, pretty much any of the dragons, kill them on sight. Just get rid of them. They're way too much value if they stay around longer than when they're summoned. That's sort of the point. A bit like Prism Auras, you really want to clear them. Alright, Sam, so I built this deck. Sorry, I'm talking to Sam because I know Sam, but you guys follow along. Let me know what you think. I built a deck around Tome of Firebrand, right? Because I realized that if you run... where are they? Did I pull them just then? What are the illusionist gloves that create an Ashwing and have Quell? So I created a deck, a list. You basically go into you find a red rake, which you'll find, you know. You do the trick with the chess piece to create 3 Ash off it, create 3 Ashwings, and then hopefully you've got 1. You need 1 more floating to create the 4th Ashwing. Silken Form, that's the one. So the whole point is we create 4 Draconic Chain Links immediately. You don't give the... You know, people usually aren't popping the little dragons. They're waiting for the big one. So you create 4 Draconic Chain Links off 1 red rake. In this scenario, you've put the Tome of Firebrand in the arsenal. And you go, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Zoe. And then you pop Tome. And of course, in a perfect world, you draw another Tome. And then you just go again and... it's kind of crazy how wide that deck went. I think I went 7 or 8 chain links with it. Very, very fun. It's not crazy, but it's like a bit of a combo Dromai. Again, if people don't know what you're doing, they will let it happen. And then, remember, guys, you're only needing, like, you're not using many cards to do the rake. So, you still usually have, like, an Invoke in hand as well as... Potentially, you draw into a couple of invokes. Like, the turn can get out of hand very quickly. But yeah, all you need... I didn't, like, think about... But all you need is a red rake and your Silken Form. And that's 4 Draconic Chain Links. Again, that's not counting that you already probably have a dragon out or something, and it just makes the turn much, much stronger. But at a minimum, you can... have a pretty cracked turn with nothing, is what I'm saying. All right, last case. So we did all right on that case. The last, yeah, we did all right. 2 legendaries, 3 marvels. Not bad. And only 1 common cold foil in a case. It's crazy. Zoe, do you need bulk? Like, I've got a whole ton of foils that are sorted. The problem is none of the single stores that I was talking to even wants them. So either they have a lot or there's just, they don't feel like there's a market for it. I've got a lot. I probably have 1,000 commons and rares, maybe more. All right, this is it. Last case, wish me luck. I'll try and do some complaining. We did this before, like first box or whatever had the extended art, but there we go. That's the extended art for the case. Nice and quick. But if you're thinking of something really fun to run in skirmish, I think Dromai is a little bit overlooked because illusionists in general can be a little bit weak in Blitz because they require some setup. Dromai, same as Prism, they want to spend some health to create a board state that will favor them. Declan, I have already sent off your Blaze Headlongs. Sent it the same day. But yeah, when you play like a go wide Dromai or a very aggressive go tall pummel Dromai, people just aren't expecting it. They're expecting a lot of dragons. And you just, yeah, when you get the big dragon, you summon it because that's going to force them to deal with it. Otherwise, you're just focused on pummeling an erase face or pummeling a Phantasmaclasm is very rewarding. It's so good. That is a Coronet Peak. Declan, I'm not planning to sell these, so I can, yeah, I can get them to you. All right, Spellfire Cloak. Really good. I don't know, this might actually see some constructed play. It's a really good chess piece for Wizard in a aggro type meta. Like, I would imagine against Fire, you'd much rather that over Tunic, because at any point on Fire's turn, you can kick off your Storm Striders, right? And it does have Arcane Barrier, I believe. Yeah, Declan, that's how I run my Dromai. I just feel like Dromai is better because Prism has, like, you know, Erudition, and Dromai has Tumultai and Dominia. Like, if you don't deal with those, or if you can't deal with them, man, the game's over. Like, if you give them 2-3 turns. Marvel 1, Case 2, Temai. Sorry, Zoe, it's not Cold Foil. No, it's Rainbow Foil. We haven't hit a Cold Foil Legendary just yet. We haven't hit any, like, these are the Cold Foils over here. It's just Marvel so far, and then burn them all. Mr. Rare. Also, you can build like Transmogrify, Phoenix Flame. Hilarious. 8 go again for 1. You just have to pitch 1. You make an Ash, and then you come in for 8 with go again. There's no other deck doing that, really. The rate, like the value of 8 go again. Fractal's also very good. I haven't run Fractal in Dromai yet, but again, there's a lot of ways to build like a aggressive Phantasm deck. And you just run Goliath Gauntlet against, you know, Ninja, who usually won't have. Man, look at that pack. Imagine drafting that. Foil Erase Face. Correct. I feel like Dromai is a better blitz. Ooh, okay. Rainbow Foil Coronet Peak. It's like deja vu. We're going to hit all the same stuff. We get a different Marvel. So no, but... What I want to see is someone... I feel like my Dromai list could be tweaked to fit in Frightmare. But that's like, it's one of those where you're really betting on... It works because you end up with enough blues. Because you're going to need a semblance, right? Or you need to run the... No, you can't run the boots. Maybe you can. The silent stilettos, whatever they're called. I don't know, but there's probably a way to play Frightmare. Why does it have to be non-talented? Am I missing something? Frostex. Last pack. See if we can hit anything spicy. Not quite. Alright, that's fine. Still got a legendary out of box 1. No complaints. One sec, guys. Alright. Box 2. Case 2. So what do we say? We want an Icelander tonight. That's the goal. I think it's a realistic goal, you know? Although not okay, here we go. Whew, pack 1. Cold foil. So it is the same legendaries. I've never pulled a cold foil Alluvian actually. Pretty sick. No complaints there. We're already at 4 legendaries and 4 marvels, and I've got 3 boxes to go. Is the fluke luck back? What do we think? Jim, I don't have 10 of everything. I do sell my cards. They usually go to a store that sells singles. So believe it or not, I gave most of the cards I pulled in the very first stream that I did. Well, we did box breaks as well, so I didn't actually end up with a lot of cards. Alpha, you reckon? Man, I wish. I gotta put a hold on that. I got a business to spend money on. But don't you worry, when the business is pumping, we'll be back. We'll do a 10 alpha box stream. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's just all about timing and not, you know, overspending on hobbies sometimes. My business did finally soft launch today. If any of you are interested, if you know what I'm talking about, I can type a link in the chat. My hay fevers. Declan, I'm still waiting for you to sign up. Hedgehog foil. Vinay, this is it. So I've got 2.5 more boxes this stream, and then I'm going to bed. I gotta get up early tomorrow, pack, get some stuff in order before catching a flight. So, I also have no more cases to open at home right now. Spreading Flames. Is that the broken one? Yeah, it is. That's the one that just goes absolutely crazy, right? is. I think that's the one. Coupon code for what, Declan? What do you need? The pricing's great. There's not a lot of profit in it, let me tell you. Encase foil's cool. Look, I understand if you can't afford it, Declan. It's no problem. It's all about how much she's worth to you, you know? Thanks, Vinay. If you're here and you're not subbed to the channel, we are at like 2540. Creeping up. We need to hit 5K and I'll actually do an alpha box giveaway. So if that's of interest, hit sub button. We mainly post unboxing content, but you know, I'll also be documenting the trip and the different events I'm going to. Not like full vlog style, but I'll be putting some stuff up. Dominia. Oh, nice. Good luck, Vinay. This set's fun to draft. I think I've stopped enjoying it because all the competitive events have been drafted and it feels really clunky. Hey, Sean. So many legendaries, man. Can you believe it? But it is a good set to draft. It's very easy. You don't need to know much about the game to be able to draft a decent deck. WTR draft a bust. That's true. WTR draft is very fun. I wish there was more of that going around. Sam, maybe you just gotta. First of all, so Sam, you don't have to put in one person. You can do 3 deliveries for 3 different people. You can change the names. You can do all that. That's not a problem. But yes, if you're poly and you're not made of money, it can get expensive. I can imagine. Hey Sam McKay, long time no see, man. Want to sell you the Uvia? Sure, Polo. I mean, I'm busy and I'm catching a flight tomorrow, but I will gladly sell you an Uvia. It's not a problem. I have many spare. Boxes are going well. You can see, look, we got all the legendaries. 1 cold foil. And 3 rainbow foil already. And we're only 6 boxes deep. It's crazy. Thanks, Julian. We had a lot of fun filming that. That was a one take and done as well, because that game was just so fun. You didn't expect what to be accounted for. You could put different names in. Yeah, Apollo, DM me. Also, Apollo, I don't know exactly who you are. All the Games Workshop Pros and the Commander deck. Well, man, you're diversifying. Hobbies get expensive when you do that. That's fine, Sam. Do what's fun, man. Also, you shouldn't need a lot of money to play Fab. I feel like you already... Alright. 3 Alluvian Constellus. This is 2 in this case now. What are we on? Whew. My luck's been crazy. 5 legendaries. Discord games, Jeremy, I couldn't tell you. Any webcam, really. I'm using an iPhone. And I run a cord to the laptop and you download OBS camera and it's just a webcam. I think iPhones are very good cameras, though. Sam, it was accounted for because I assumed people with... mistresses, etc., would still use the service or want to use it, I'm not the morality police, you know. Hey, Brendan. That's sick. I'm glad it's your first. I mean, thanks to PCG, I didn't actually pay to get any of those graded, so I'm glad that people are getting them. Hopefully it gets PCG some business, you know. Sam has plenty of mistresses, huh? It's good to know. Sam's getting out there. Wait, Sean, what are you talking about? Makes it alluvian. Yes, yeah. I see. Icelander versus Kano would be very fun with that chess piece, yes. Although, is it usable? Yeah, I guess Kano can use it too, right? I'd imagine it's better on Icelander. Like, the resource efficiency for the weapon is way better on Icelander, right? Sam, I don't think it sounds bad. I think these days people get, like, if you're in whatever style of relationship, as long as no one's being lied to, each to their own, right? You can have 50 mistresses for all I care. As long as none of them think they're the only one is what I'm trying to say. That's sick, Julian. I'm glad. I'm glad everyone got their heralds. It was a lot more work than I expected. Doing one each for every member was a lot of work. I'm not doing that again. Also, the shipping is insane. I think I spent $700 on shipping alone. That's not counting the hours it took to pack everyone and print labels. And it's fine though. Like, it's not mine. It's LSS's giving you the promo, you know. Very good hit. I say this every time I see one. Cold foil Elios Mata. You play it in every draft and sealed event you go to. So get yourself one. Yazi knows he has to share. You and Yazi a thing. I don't know how serious that is and how, you know, I don't know. If you are, I'm very jealous. I want him all to myself. You can borrow a deck anytime, Sam. Ooh. All right. While I'm reading the spicy Sam chat. Look at that. Kai Loria. Marvel. First Marvel of the case. No, second. I lie. Fair enough, Sam. Look, if you hurt him, I'll hurt you. I'm just saying. He's a sweet boy. Where am I going? Sam, I'm going to New Zealand tomorrow. Then a couple of weeks after that, I'm going to Singapore for a calling. And then I'm going to France. And then I'm coming back for nationals. So you may not see me for a while. You know? But you can always expect to borrow a deck. Ask in the chat. We'll sort you out with something. Any armory. You don't need a deck to play in an armory, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure there will be, Brennan. That'd be cool. This is case 2. This is only 2 cases worth of stuff. It's absolutely nuts. The luck tonight. No Fable, but we got a cold foil Alluvian, 2 rainbow foil Alluvian, 2 Coronet Peak, and Marvels, and only 3 common cold foils so far, which is like, we're doing very well, is what I'm trying to show. Charlotte calling? No, Apollo. No, I can't come all the way to the US for a calling, dude. It's way too much money and time. Singapore is on the way to France. That's why I put that in. But I wouldn't travel far for a calling. We get callings in Australia. I just go to those. Is World September 10? Is that the real date? Why did I think it was November? Unless you meant Nats. No, you didn't mean that. Yeah, traveling to the US is like a whole thing. Yeah, Declan meant Nats. I think it's November, guys, for Worlds. Nats is September 10. Alright, 2 last packs from this box, and then we're on to the last. Wish me luck. Apollo, where are you based? You're in the US, right? Like, you're welcome to buy a dragon off me or whatever it was you wanted, but it's a lot cheaper to buy a TCG player and pay the shipping locally. I can't imagine you save money if I ship it from Australia. Foil Phoenix form. I don't think we've even hit a non-foil Phoenix form tonight, but now we have a foil. Alright, that was it. One more box. I'm still, like, I'm happy to help. Just, you're going to be waiting a long time. It could take, like, up to a month. And if you ship it express, it's a lot of money. What are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Marvels. 5 Legendaries. That's insane. 2 cases. And this is one more box. Could have, you know, could be a double Fable pack in here for all I know. Rare, Majestic. Ooh, like, look at that. 1 pack. Just like that. Double Majestic. Is there a cold foil too? No cold foil. Alright, that's fine. Can't win them all. Alright. 23 packs left. And paper packs are so fun to open. Divinity. Hey, boxes, cases left. This is it. This is the last box, Sam, and I'm going to bed. It's late. I got a flight. I still haven't packed. I mean, my flight's tomorrow night, so I'll just pack when I, you know, I'll pack when I wake up. But a special friend of the channel asked me to stream because they missed yesterday's stream, and I'm like, fine. I can be convinced to open boxes at pretty much any time. Sam, this is it. Yeah, they're definitely doing paper packs. Even the European Black Label product is all paper packs, so it's not going anywhere. And there's no, like, downside to having them. Some people are worried about card damage. That doesn't seem to be a thing. Combustion point. Still haven't even decided. I need to build a blitz deck for the skirmish in New Zealand. I'm thinking of going New Dory. Just to keep doing Dory, you know, because I'm taking my CC Dory over, but Frightmare foil. Let's see the foiling. You can. Stingy box. We've had 2 foil Majestics though, which is fairly good. But nothing spicy. Ooh, cold foil common. It is Quelling Slippers. Actually, like, haven't seen many cold foil commons in these cases. That's 4. It's like it's only been. It's usually like you get a cold foil per box. We've seen less than that. Not obviously when you count everything, we've seen way more than one cold foil a box. I'm just saying, you usually see one common a box. Fog down is good. Sam, I don't think deck building's for everyone, and you don't need to deck build to enjoy the game, you know? I don't really deck build. Like, I come up with some general ideas, and I usually get someone who's better at it to help, or I'll look online and try and see if there's something similar that, like, won a skirmish or won a calling or something that I know works, you know? What gets confused? Ah, yeah. Samuel. That's what I meant. There's Samuel and Samantha. I get it. I'll use your full names. I think we got like 4 packs to go. Quelling robe foil. Samuel. Go to the Flesh and Blood official website and check out. Me and Paul, Tall Timmy, who you've met, did a video. It has my Dromai deck in it. It's a very, very spicy one. Go have a look. It looks very good. It's a very good Dromai deck. And you don't have to go out of your way. It's not, thinking about it, it's actually quite a budget deck. You don't need any of the fancy dragons in it. I mean, the equipment's always expensive, but actually it has quite budget equipment too. Alright, that's it. Nothing in that box. We still did very, very, very well. Very well. Like, a cold foil legendary on its own is not to be expected anymore. You don't see those often. 4 Rainbow Foil legendaries. 5 Marvels. Very, very happy. Alright, I'm going to go to bed. On the Fab page? Yeah, on the official page is where the video is. It's the Skirmish Season 5 Gauntlet video. Command & Conquer's far from budget. You don't need it in the deck, Anthony. Just put another 2-cost 6 attack. Like, even if you put generic ones and pummel them. Phantasmaclasm works. Everything works. Everything in the deck works. You could definitely take out Command & Conquer and still make the deck work. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. I forgot. Anyway, good night, guys. Good luck. Oh, that's what I was going to say. You guys, if you're not sure about Blitz decks, watch all 3 of the videos, because it's not just... There's Yazi and Haydendale playing different decks. Haydendale, his deck's quite fun. You're more likely to want to play that, actually, than the Dromai one, if I'm honest. But, yep. Wait for those videos. Alright, guys. Good night. Thanks. See you soon. Talk soon.